Hello Simmers, Paralives live simulation game trailer just came out, and today we are going to talk a bit about it. We are going to pass the trailer and then I'll talk about the most important details about Paralives gameplay. The game is coming in 2025, has early access with bugs and missing features, but we already have a date. We know that Paralives has been developed for years, and now we are finally getting a date, so it's really good. But first, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, all those important things. And now we can start watching. The first thing we see is in the creative pedestal, you have the appearance, clothing, and personality, and we can see that the personality is divided by 4 categories, being them physique, mind, creativity, and charisma. And it works like in The Sims 2, you can add points and reduce points, but you have a limited amount of points that you can put. You cannot put the maximum in all of them, which is really cool. The Sims 2 used to work that way, if you remember. You also have vibes, which I never seen in a live simulation game before. I think you have 9 vibes. Yeah, you have overjoyed, grumpy, gloomy, energetic, serious, anxious, peaceful, and jester. These are basically all traits in The Sims 4, but the good thing is that in The Sims 4, you are strict to 3 traits, and here you can customize the physique, the mind, the creativity, and the charisma, and you can still put these vibes and social perks and talents, which is very good. For social perks, we have good at being alone, good at making friends, good at taking care of others, good with family, good at romantic relationship, and good at cooperation. And you also have talents, which are jack of all trades, music, fitness, food, technology, visual art, and good at nothing, which is pretty relatable. And then you have the lifestyles like vegetarian, sleeping habits, and cleaning habits. And I know they can progress on this and add even more things to it, and will be very fun if they put responsibility habits, punctuality habits, and expand this to a lot of habits, which will make your Sims even more unique. But I like what I'm seeing, and I like the intention, because it is way different than in The Sims. Vegetarian would count as a trait, but here it's just a lifestyle, so you can have traits and then a lifestyle. Then we have to pay our bills. They show up to us a bit of the bill system. Most of this trailer only talks about young adults. They don't really show us teens and kids and babies. We can see elders walking down the streets, but there's no other than young adults focus here on the trailer. This is your bill for the last 7 days. The bills are expensive like in The Sims, but they are not as expensive as in The Sims. And you have municipal taxes, which will be water and electricity. Keep in mind that I live in Europe, so here you pay for water, electricity, unemployment benefits. So you get benefits if you're unemployed and things like that, things that you don't get in The Sims. I'll be comparing a lot because it's the fun gimmick, knowing what the games have different. The Sims has some things better than in this game, and this game has some things better than in The Sims, and both games miss some features, so it's nice to compare. You can also get a job, which if you couldn't, that wouldn't be a live simulation. You go to the place that you want to get a job, then you click on the hiring button, then you set the job offers, and you have a lot of job options. In only one place, you have barista, cook, and general manager. And one thing that I like here is that you get different stages, and they're all different ranks. Inside these stages, you have different ranks, if you know what I mean. The barista is on rank 1, the cook is on rank 1, but the general manager is on rank 13. That's why it receives more. But also, you cannot get every job they put you on your face. Here you need some abilities, here you need some abilities. On The Sims, you just go to the main place that you want to get your job, or to the phone in The Sims 4, and you select the place that you are getting your job, and then you start on level 1, you receive less than you would receive on the other level. But here you start with nothing, and you have to build from the ground to get the career, and then build from the ground to get a higher rank and receive more. In The Sims, you are not unable to join a job. Then you get the job, and it has a date to start, in all the Sims games. Then you get your daily payment, here for example is 150, and then you get this upgrade, which will upgrade your rank, but you have to have points and experiences. If you get higher in your rank, you will receive more. You also have expertises and extras. As you can see here, you can upgrade your job rank, and you still have ranks within the ranks. You can go from being a barista to a custom service level 1, but you can also go from from a barista to a upgrade job rank 2, which is the rank 2 of the barista. It is in depth and I like it. It's really good. We have a lot of options. If you are still watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel, because you know I'm still growing on YouTube and that will help me a lot. So now that you've done that, I believe, let's continue. You can also add your knowledge. She shows her talent as music. So like if you listen to music while working, you'll upgrade your knowledge, which is very interesting. They thought about very different details. This is pretty much similar to The Sims 4 and all the Sims games. Like you go to something and if you like want to improve your painting skills, you just buy a thing to paint. If you start painting, your painting skill will go high. Same with guitars. You get a guitar, then you start playing music and your skills will go high. It's pretty much similar. There's not much to it, but it's basically the same. And also it improves your skills in like guitars and things, but it also improves your knowledge in your talent, which is pretty good and interesting. Your music knowledge will speed up learning any musical skill. Like if you get more music knowledge, your ability to play guitar will grow faster, your ability to play piano will grow faster, and other instruments that will probably be added to the game. Then like if you're walking down the street and you see a group of friends and you want to interact with them, you can just like select the floor and select the people who you want to talk with, and then the people who will be selected, you can go and talk with them and you all can do the same activity. Here, as you can see, you have a progress bar for your relationship. It works like in The Sims 3. As you talk, the bar will go higher, and the higher it gets, the more interactions you unlock and the more things you can do with your group. Here it's working as a group, but it can work as just 2 people. Then one thing that I also find very interesting, to interact with people, you can select the people and put the normal interactions, the basic ones, like say hi, talk to, and things like that. But you also have this conversation cards, which are like customizable interactions. Like here she can do a formal introduction, she can compliment guitar technique, or she can introduce herself as new in town. You know, it's very interesting because it will make the relationships work differently from parafolk to other parafolks, and it's really good. And also if your parafolk needs something, it will show up here. Then you can unlock your relationship labels with other people. You also have a progress bar here. If you select some place and click like talk inside the place, they all go inside and then they all talk inside, which is way easier when making parties and things like that, for all people talk together. Other thing that we can see here is like your parafolk will have wants. I want to make a new friend, I want to decorate my home. Like if she comes here and then she decorates her home, you'll see that the want will disappear and like she will win something, which will give her a level up on personality. I don't know how this will work, but it looks very interesting. You can pick one evolution for your personality. She can become studious or she can become hardworking, and that will probably depend on the things you choose here on the personality set of the creative parafolk, and that will make your Sims have different like destinies in their lives, which is very interesting. Paralives is confirmed to have an open world, so like here you can all go to the gym like you can in other Sims games and life simulation games. The gym is a great place to meet new townies. You can meet new townies and you can talk exclusively to them. When I said before like that you can select your Sims and you'll have like a preset interactions, it's basically this. She clicks on Carl and appears the option talk, but like you can also use the conversation cards when you progress with your conversation and select unique talking interaction, which is really cool and interesting. Here she says I want to talk to Carl, but when she starts to talk to Carl, the wish changes and she wants to flirt with Carl. And then like the conversation cards are different, like she can risky flirt, she can ask for training tips, and she can develop a secret crush. Like these cards will depend on the way that your Sim is interacting. Because she's making exercise, she is asking for training tip. Because she liked Carl at the first glance, she can risk flirt, or she can develop a secret crush. And this 25% basically indicates the probability of this going right. Here for the live mode, you basically have a profile, which will basically talk about your personality, I believe. Then the skills, then social, then occupations will be work. Then like you have a relationship bar. In relationships you can also have different levels, like former classmate level 2. Like the more you progress with your relationships, the more these levels will get, and I don't know what will happen next. Then here it says that the game is coming in early access with bugs and missing features in 2025, and then we'll never have paid DLCs, but you'll get free expansion, which is really good, and I feel like it was something directed to The Sims. And it here also says that you can go to their Patreon and like share some support to them. I'm in love with this game and I'm very intrigued on how this will work. Like I can see that we still have lots of animation bugs. I noticed some during the gameplay trailer, but like nothing too big. They are pushing the game to 2025 and I think that until then they can add a lot of features because the game doesn't look like it will cause a lot of problems, but we'll see. This was the video, I hope you liked it. If you want to support the members of the Paralives Club, the Patreon will be in my description, and share my video, like, and then subscribe to my channel because it helps me a lot. I'll be back soon with another video comparing Sims 3 and Sims 4, and until then, goodbye Simmers.